Well, guys, now I got most of this thing taken up. Well, I shouldn't say most of it. I got the engine taken out. The axle is all taken out. I have it resting on the cinder block and a big old chunk of steel. And I did figure out what I wanted to do with the hydraulic line. I found this back in the day when I did the motorcycle. You know, the Fat Tire Mini Bike. I needed a line that was going to reach from the brake all the way down to because the brake has a master cylinder on it. So I needed a line that went all the way down to the caliper. Well, luckily, strangely enough, I found a company that had I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me put it on the floor. This one soft line right here is 68 inches. This is a long line. And I went back and watched the video again. I remembered, well, in the video I showed that I bought 2 of them. So I'm like, wait a second, if one's on the bike, where's this other one at? So I had to look around the shop and everything, and I did find it. So that solves one problem. I now have a 68-inch hydraulic soft line. And that's kind of rare because it's so damn long. And I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys if you guys want to get something this long. Now this takes the Chinese model master cylinder bolts and stuff like that. It's 10 millimeter, I believe is what they are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It takes a 10 millimeter thing to put it together. So I can go from here. All I got to do is get I'm thinking I might get a T connector. So I need to go from here, and it'll reach all the way up to the pedal. So now I got to get a master cylinder to put back there. Now I've got this one, but the problem with this master cylinder, the plunger up inside of here, the seal that goes around the plunger, it's icky. So when I use it, the fluid starts to drip out here. And I don't know how I can take this thing apart because yeah, I don't really know how I pull this thing out to replace the seal around it. But let me, I'll take it off and stuff and look. And this here is the pivot action that I got. It pulls on the arm down here. See the rod? Pulls on the arm, rotates the center part like that, and then pushes it up into the cylinder. And that's the brakes. You can see where I had to tack in a big old chunk right there, because I thought this hole right here would line up with that. But yeah, so I had to play around with this thing and just weld the hell out of it. But I got to grind all that down, make it look pretty. Of course, since I'm not really going to be using this section here, I'm going to leave this here just in case I use it for something else. So yeah. Then it'll be time to take the seat out, take these panels off. I think what I might do is, I'm going to be painting it all black and then have white accents on it and stuff. These back panels right here, I was thinking about painting them white, but realizing that I don't have any fenders on here and I don't know if I'll put any on. I wanted to, but I don't know. I don't want to be working on this thing anymore. I'm welding crap onto it more and all this other kind of stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe paint those black with maybe a white outline, maybe, or maybe the full screen logo right here or something, I don't know. But then I got to take the front end all apart and then figure out what I'm going to do with the pedal. So yeah, and if I can find a master cylinder. See, I don't want to use just any type of master cylinder. I want to make it so that way the master cylinder that I put up here is going to be able to handle, the bolt that this thing's going to need to use. So since this is one of those Chinese model type of brake lines, I might as well just see if I can look around for one of those, for a master cylinder that's exactly like this one, because I really don't want to use that one because it leaks. And yeah, so, and I did have somebody contact me about the seals. If I need a seal, I can just contact them. But I gotta figure out if there's a way for me to take this thing apart. So, yeah. Yeah, so I think the next plan of attack is to take the rest of everything else apart and then I'll start working with the brake stuff. Like I said, down in the description, I'll leave a link to that length of hydraulic line, because having that long of hydraulic line is pretty it's kind of cool to have, you know, that long of hydraulic line, because then you can build your machine slightly bigger or whatever. Now I'm gonna have to get a T-connector, and I've spotted one on eBay right there, and I'll probably get one of those for this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Go ahead and comment on this video. Tell me what you think of this. Also, the link is down in the description to this line that I got. If you want to, go ahead and support any future builds that I do. That link is down in the description also. And if you haven't done yet, download the app, so that way you can just jump right over into this content and know exactly what's going on all my platform. You know, I've got my app jumps you right to my newest videos. It goes over to my Team Has Go-Karts video page on Facebook, and then it also goes off to my news page, and you'll also find a link to that down there also in the description. And so yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.
What? Are you joking me? The Emperor will never go for a design like that. That's just crap.